Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this day. We ask that you be with each and every one of us today, Lord. We ask you to be with our families who are home. Lord, we ask you to be with those families that's not going to have a meal this Thanksgiving, Lord. We ask you to provide for them. We ask that you just bless each and every one of us. Please forgive us of our sins. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, we'll call the meeting to order. We got the first thing on the agenda is approve the minutes of the previous meeting. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Jason, second by Brad. All in favor? Aye. Next thing we have approved payment of bills. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Curtis, second by Brenda. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Next we have approved treasurer's monthly settlement. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Brenda, second by Harold. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Next we have approved treasurer's monthly transfers as presented. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Curtis, second by Brad. All in favor? Next we have approved jailer's monthly settlement. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Presto, second by Harold. All in favor? Aye. Next we have approved jailer's payment of bills. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Jason, second by Brad. All in favor? Aye. Next we have approved jailer's budget transfers as presented. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Brad, second by Harold. All in favor? Jason, you want to go ahead and...
Yeah, I gave everybody a copy of the latest proposal from DLZ, our architects, on the addition. I'll explain what we're looking at. You all know we advertised for bids and we had a meeting to receive bids. And those bids came in almost $5 million over what we were told that we were going to be looking at price-wise. So we have not accepted, or we have not approved any of those, or asked you guys to approve any of those bids. So basically what I asked them to do was to give us options. I don't want to spend that much money. That was getting us a little over 19 million. I don't want to spend that much. I don't want to hook county for that much money. I think we probably could do the payments on that, but it's pushing it. I just don't want to do that. So one option is to downsize about 10,000 square feet, which is what this is, what this proposal is. Basically what it's doing is taking the kitchen off, which the existing kitchen is large enough to handle the load of about 200 more beds. It'd be just a little less than 200 beds, but we might have to upgrade some of the equipment to make that happen. And it does away with the classroom, which we had 2 proposed in the original, and a rec yard, which we had 2 proposed in the original, which is, both of those are doable. Makes it a little more difficult on the management side, but it is doable. The good thing about it is it's not doing away with very many beds, which doesn't affect the revenue very much. So should we choose to go forward with that, that's the latest proposal. We've got a few decisions to make. I'm not asking anybody to, or any of you to vote on anything tonight or make any decisions. I just wanted to update on everybody on where we're at. Anybody have any questions right now? That would put it between $4 and $5 million less, so that's going to put it down to 14, 15 million, which is what we were looking at originally. Of course, in this process, it kind of don't start the architects back from the beginning, but it starts back from the process, the design phase. So there'll be a little more expense there if we move forward with it. And then we'll have to rebid everything once they get that design finished. So it starts that process all over.
Any questions? Me and Jason said in on the, 3 or 4 of these meetings, I guess, we just told them we wasn't interested unless they can do something different. So it's way too much to be biting off. So try to back up and regroup.
Was the architect the one that gave you the estimate of 12, 13, 14 million? Where'd you get that estimate at?
No, yeah, I can explain that. The architect was not. Actually, the architect noticed, in the beginning, we used the bonding capability roughly off of the 2015 budget, because that's the only audit that was finished when we started this process. We were 2 years behind when we started this process, which was 2017. So they were using an audit that was 2 years old, which made our bonding capability a little bit lower than it is today or was a year ago even. So they were throwing a rough number out of 12 million. So that's, when we did the bid for the architect, we used 12 million. That's what they bid on. Their bid was 4.6% of $12 million.
Yeah.
The architect actually told me when we got started that I don't think you can build that for
I
that.
see.
Okay. But he couldn't give me a hard number. When we hired the contractor came in and said, it's gonna cost you $14.5 million to build this building. That's the day we signed the contract. That's the
That was
number they
Cadell?
gave us. That's Codell.
Yeah.
And then 2 months later, it's 18 and a half plus 600,000 for the pre-engineered metal building that we're gonna do. So
Just curious.
Puts us a little over 19.
Yeah.
It's almost a $5 million difference.
What'd your contractor have to say? I mean, what was their
The
input?
only explanation that we could get from them was that right now the economy's so good, everybody's busy. We only got about half the bids that we were expecting to get, which some of you saw that. So the competition wasn't as high as what it could have been had the economy not been so good. That's the only explanation we got from them. So that day that we stood up here and opened bids, as soon as we were finished, we both turned around to them and said, we're not doing it. This is the latest proposal that they've sent. We're basically on hold until we decide something, and I'm not in no big hurry to decide anything, so.
And another reason too, is the reason we done it the way we done it is because we wanted to get some more local people involved that could bid
No, I
on it.
wasn't questioning that. I just curious
Yeah.
for the estimate for
And,
that size of building where you're,
and we probably would have got it done cheaper had we went the other way with the lock and key job. We got in
You
here,
never know.
but you just don't know at that point.
Yeah.
But then nobody locally bid it.
Yeah.
Of course, we went through with you bidding it, and you really couldn't because you was
No, I
master
understand.
elect.
Yeah.
But, nobody else bid it. I mean, nobody else locally, so.
Well, I guess another question is, Cadell, they're a big general contractor. If they thought they could build it for $14 million, would that have been their bid? If they up front said you could build this size of building for
We haven't pushed it, but we didn't hire them as a general contractor.
just as a construction manager?
I don't know that we can do that.
I understand, but it's just a question.
I think at this point, our options is this,
Right,
moving forward just like we are,
yeah,
or we can back up and fire Codell and then rebid the whole project out, this
Yeah.
project out, as a general contractor instead of construction manager. I don't know that it would be cheaper that way.
no, I was
And
just
it's hard to
wondering.
really say.
You know, because they've been in the business a long,
Yeah.
long time. You would have thought they would have had a pretty good idea what that would have cost.
But we went from one of the first couple of meetings that I had before we actually hired a construction manager. We went from $275 a square feet to the bid day was $475
Yeah.
a square feet. So that's a huge.
Yeah,
And I know, at those points you're getting the estimated numbers, but they should have been a lot closer.
closer than that, yeah.
And see, a lot of the times what happens is, like some of these other counties, whenever they go start this process, they don't have any money to put in the game. So they gotta go ahead and have their bond issuance and all that stuff done. So they're hooked. I mean, they get $750,000 in because they get all the plans and all that stuff. Well, then they come to them with this inflated number. They've got no choice but to go forward.
Right.
Fortunately, we don't have to do that. So that's why Jason, I said, what do you think? And he said, we need to put the brakes on. I said, I agree.
We've spent some money but what we've spent so far is the design of the building, which we can use
You
anytime.
can use that regardless, yeah.
So we paid for that process.
Yeah.
So if we were to choose to put it on hold for a year or whatever, then we still got that same design. We
You
can
haven't
go back
wasted
to.
that.
Right.
All right, any other questions, anybody? No, moving forward. We need a motion and a second to approve the sheriff's monthly settlement. Motion by Brad, second by Curtis, all in favor? All right, next I need to appoint magistrates to the fiscal court committees. I had no idea about this, guys, none, till the auditors dumped in my office about 3 or 4 days ago. When was it, last week? We're evidently supposed to have committees set for the magistrates. And for the pay, the $3,600, is that what it is? $3,600 a year that comes through the state. And everybody's supposed to be sitting on a committee of some kind. So we're gonna set everybody on a committee. So I've got a building committee, a road committee, and a parks and rec committee.
We just got 3 committees.
Yeah. So two. All right, so, Presto and Brad knows about building. All right, committee? Yeah. Is that good? All right, I make a motion, I need a motion to put, Brad and Presto on the building committee. Motion by Brenda, second by Curtis, all in favor? All right, who wants to be on the road committee? Harold, Brenda? All right, Harold and Brenda, I need a motion to put Harold and Brenda on. Motion. All right, motion by Brad, second by Jason, all in favor? Parks and Rec. Jason, Curtis, congratulations.
I like that part.
All right, need a motion and second. Motion by Brad, second by Harold, all in favor? All right, we're good, guys, that's all we need. You're just supposed to, according to the auditors, what you're supposed to do at the next court meeting, if y'all just have time to drive by and see, look at the park over there, because we only have one park, and other than the big Cliffy Park, and like the ag park, you might just drive down there one day and see, what everything looks good, see what needs to be done. Road committee, just report back and say, yeah, we've looked at a road or two, and this is what we need to have done. Guys, I'm just telling you, I can't make this stuff up, guys, I'm telling you. I can't make it up. So, and building committee, you just, the only thing you gotta do is walk outside and tell us, report back and say, yeah, everybody looks good.
Yeah, look up.
So, that's all you gotta do, and we was unaware of it, and, evidently it's something that was supposed to be done, but I mean, nobody ever got wrote up for it in the past, and then they got us this time. And I even questioned, I'm like, well, how come nobody ever done it in the past? And it was, they didn't know.
The city has committees.
Yeah.
Council people.
And that's the same way that they do it, and evidently they changed something, so we have to have these committees. So you new guys, get ready, you'll be on a committee. Yeah. All right, next thing, approved order regarding related party vendors. What is that, Andrew? What we got there?
Yeah, I can. It's a thing. Anytime a member of fiscal court has a family member, has a vendor that the court purchases from, like I do, a few others, Gary's had some in the past, maybe a few you all have, I'm not sure. We have to give notice to the auditor when they come that we're doing business and what business it is that we do with them. And now they're telling us that you guys have to vote on it each year to use those vendors. So she has a list of who we're using right now.
Just if it's party,
Just if it's any family member of, a member of fiscal court.
Should be a list in the packet. You got that? Yeah, and this is something else that they can come up with too, the auditor did, so.
Let's do.
something new that they come up with. It's never been done in the past. Some of the state ones are saying, it's very confusing, to be honest with you. Some of them say this one thing and some of them say another, so anyway, we're just doing what one of them told us to do. So need a motion and a second. Motion by Curtis, second by Brad, all in favor? Any opposed? Next, we need approval for the discretionary fund road agreement and the resolution for Cook Road, Lehman Road, and Old Hartford Road. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Curtis, second by Presto, all in favor? Next, we have approved county clerk's claim for 2018 tax bill preparation. Need a motion and a second. Motion by Brenda, second by Presto, all in favor? Next, we have approved sheriff's receipt for 2018 property tax bills. Motion and a second. Motion by Brad, second by Curtis, all in favor? All right, next we have approved $700 box money for county clerk. I'll let Sherry explain that.
In the past, whenever a new clerk starts, since we are a fee office, we start with zero monies. So it's been up to the incoming county clerk to provide start box money for the deputies. So there's 6 on the front counter, and they each have $100 start money, and then the 2 in the D room have $50 start money, so that's $700. And in the past, it has come out of the personal pocket, and then whenever we make enough money, then we just get reimbursed. The auditor told us this year that if we get approval from the fiscal court, that the fiscal court can spot us that $700 until we have enough money to pay back, instead of having to come out of the personal pocket of the clerk. So that is our request.
For change.
Yeah, it's for change, right. And then it comes back to the fiscal court just as soon as we're able to pay it back. And most of the time, it's within 2 weeks that we're able to give back monies.
Wait around a month, they can have it.
I think Charlotte take it out of her pocket.
Charlotte's got it.
I didn't say.
Hey, we all know what's gonna make Charlotte.
All right, need a motion and a second. Motion by Brad, second by Curtis, all in favor? All right. Norman, did you have something?
Yes, I just need, we just got these signed today. I'm required to get county revenue bond for the sheriff. I got that signed today, which is amount of $875,000. And also the special bond of sheriff for repayment of state advancement, which will be $300,000 this year, is the loan I'll be getting from the state. So I just need approval to accept these bonds.
Need a motion and a second. Motion by Brad, second by Curtis, all in favor? Any other old business? Norman?
I'm really looking to celebrate happy Thanksgiving and be safe. Get a lot of people out on the roads, safe travels if you're traveling somewhere.
Jason?
Good.
What's the status on the blacktop on the road that we got?
Blacktop, I'm glad you brought it up. Be sure to report this, guys, if you don't care. We've got quite a bit of money to spend on blacktopping, and Scotty's is running so far behind now, just so, and let you magistrates know, let your constituents know, it's not us. We've got money to give them, and they won't even take it because they don't have the manpower to do it. They're so backed up on state projects right now. They are going to try, they said they're going to keep blacktop until snow flies, and they'll even blacktop through Christmas, they don't care, and which is fine. So hopefully within the next week or two, they're going to get to us, because we've got a lot of folks that's been waiting. We've got a lot of roads to blacktop, so just let people know it is not us. I've contacted Scotty's probably every day, and they've got a couple, 3 roads is what we've had done, I think, 3 roads total, and that's it. And we can't even buy blacktop right now because they're not making it at this plant. They're making it at Pine Grove and Upton. So just to let people know so they don't jump on the magistrates, and you all know what's going on too. So anyway, anything else new? Old business, anything? Presto? Okay. New business, anybody got anything? Debbie, you want to?
For those of you that don't know me, my name is Debbie Childress. I'm with the Grayson County Alliance. I'm the executive director. And why I've come today is just to really say thank you, to express from the Alliance, from our volunteer board of directors, our staff, and our volunteers, how deeply we appreciate the investment that the county makes in the agency, that we can then turn around and use your investment, your support to help local families. Just today, we served 107 families this morning that came to the door needing our food. Now, we're not giving enough food to eat all month long, but we're giving that supportive food that helps families overcome situations. And so it's because of being in a community that cares and is full of compassion that we could do that. And we can't do it without you all. You all stepped up so much for us all these years, and then this year to really help us with the investment in the Raise the Roof project so that our facility would be sound and not leaking. And I just wanted to be grateful today, and on behalf of our entire agency, say thank you. We appreciate it, and we look forward to all the years to come that we'll together work to overcome the issues of poverty in our community and just grow stronger and stronger together. So I've got a plaque I wanted to present to you all and just say thank you. As a memento, as you see it, you know that this is a continued thank you.
All right, David, thank you.
Judge, I do have something real quick. I don't want to let everybody know, I don't know if you're aware of it, but there's a group called Central Kentucky Race Management, and they're having I've never heard of it before, but it's a 100-mile marathon at the Falls of Rough on December the 1st. This 100-mile marathon, I don't know if they want to run 100 miles, but it is a marathon. It's 100 miles. It goes for 36 hours. They've already got like 100-something people signed up from 25 different states, about 3 or 4 from different countries, and they're trying to make this an annual event to where it's like a qualifier for like the World Series of Marathon Racing. And it is a qualifier this year for these races, and that's why they had so many signed up. The good thing about it is Central Kentucky Race Management, Bell Cheese is the title sponsor. They donated $5,000 for this race, and there's also other advertisements that are available, $500, $1,000, $3,000 sponsorships available. Central Kentucky Race Management has decided that they're going to donate 50% of their proceeds to Shop with a Cop. So we're looking at anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 donation to Shop with a Cop for our kids this Christmas. So if you get a chance, and you get a chance to support, if you hear it, you're going to start seeing advertisements about it. If you want to donate, and we'll be looking for volunteers when the clock gets closer to the race. And it'll be held at the ATV Park there at Falls of Rough in Grayson County. And we're excited about it because, like I said, it's going to be a big fundraiser for us, and it's going to be a good race.
What was the name of the, again?
It's Central Kentucky Race Management, and I have flyers. I'm trying to think of the actual name of the race, and it escapes me right now, but I have flyers available. But it is a marathon race in December 20th.
Is the race itself confined to Grayson County, or does it expand?
No, it's a 13 and a half mile course, and they run that 13 and a half mile course however many times they need to equal 100 miles. They've already got it marked off, and it is a tough course, and a lot of the racers that have seen it, they strive on these challenging courses. And I've ridden my ATV out there before, and there's some hills up there. So.
Is it just going to be in Grayson County though, right down there at the park?
Yes.
Are you going to run it?
Are
you are.
running it?
Yes, I am running. I'm running my UTV in.
Okay. Nothing else. I want to tell everyone that the 18th is our next court meeting. Please try to everybody to attend. We're going to have a meal here after the meeting. The plan is, I've talked to Sherry and Charlotte, and I've called Judge Butler. He hasn't called back yet. At 4 o'clock, we're going to have our meeting at December the 18th. And at 5, we're going to have everybody up here for the new swearing in ceremony. The meeting shouldn't take very long, 15, 20 minutes, about like this one. Won't be a whole lot on the agenda. I've got some stuff that I want to go over with you all before you all leave. And we're actually, Angel wanted to give you all a $100,000 check apiece, but I told her we couldn't afford it, so we made it 50.
need a motion.
No, we've got some stuff that we wanted to do, so, about 5 o'clock, everybody's gonna be here for the new magistrates and the new clerk and judges and county attorney and all that stuff, who all's gonna be here, so. And, but I've got some stuff that, we wanna do in that hour, so it shouldn't take too long, but if your families wanna come, they're welcome to, so Kay's is gonna cater it, and I'll get with you all before you leave and give you the details of what you need to do, so. But other than that, that's it. Anybody got anything else? Need a motion and a second to adjourn. Motion by Kurt, second by Brad, all in favor?